Good morning, everyone. Panchal Academy presents online course for class 12th accountancy. Here we are starting with our chapter accounting ratios of financial statement part 1 presented by Lokesh Bhana. Before starting the chapter, we must have to recap the basic things. Without recapping the basic things, we cannot go through the direct questions. So first of all, we have to recap what are non-current assets. Have you studied before it in class 11th? What are the non-current assets? Non-current assets are fixed assets. Fixed assets, tangible. Have you heard before? Tangible, those assets which are touched and seen. And those which are not touched and seen, intangible assets. Then capital WIP, work in progress, those work in process, that covers under fixed assets. Then non-current investments, those are not current, that comes under the non-current asset. Again, a new term, deferred tax asset. Deferred tax asset, have you heard it before? Deferred tax asset, we will discuss it later on in detail. Now just remember it that it is a non-current asset. Okay? Next, long-term loans and advances, the loans which goes for long period of time, which takes more than 1 year, which are for more than 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, they are termed as long-term loans, or advances which we have taken for long-term. That also comes under non-current assets. And other non-current assets, that's also covered under non-current asset. Moving to our next slide. Here, what are the current assets? You all know what are the current assets? Those goods which we use in the production for sale. Current assets includes current investment, those investment which we have for short period of time. Inventory means stock. Trade receivables, I have already told you before in class 11 that trade receivables include debtor and bill receivables. Debtors, who are debtors? You all know very well. The debtor are those persons to whom we have what we have did. To whom, from whom we have to take the money because they have purchased product from us on credit. Okay. Moving next, cash and cash equivalents. Cash is also a current asset. Short-term loans, the loans which are for less than 1 year, they comes under short-term loans and advances. And other current assets also comes under the current asset category. Now, one of the most important here is prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses, here you can see here prepaid expenses. This is the most important here. This is unexpired expenses or expenses paid in advance. The expenses which is paid in advance is prepaid expenses. Where it comes under the category of current asset. It comes under the category of current asset. Then after, accrued income. Accrued income is income earned but not yet received. Income earned but not yet received. It's also in current assets, comes under the balance sheet. You must have to recognize it. So be aware of it, all these items, learn it very well. Moving to next slide. What are the current liabilities? Current liabilities are short-term borrowings. Means we have borrowed some loans for less than 1 year. Comes under current liability. Trade payables, I have already told you in class 11. Trade payables are creditors to whom we have to pay money because we have purchased the product from them on credit. Bills payables, it also comes under trade payables. Other current liability. Short-term provisions, outstanding, most important, outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses are current liabilities. They come in the balance sheet under the category of current liability. Unearned income, again the same terms. Earned income, last term, income received in advance. Income received in advance, it's also a current liability. Now, shareholder funds. Have you heard it before? Shareholder funds in company, I have already told you that there are the shareholders who purchase the shares. So their fund is collected with the name shareholder funds. So what comes under this category? Share capital, reserve and surplus, and money received against share warrant. Okay. Last slide. See it carefully. What is written here on the top? Working capital. Working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. Okay. Can you make next current assets? By this formula of working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. Can you tell me what is current asset now? Here. Current asset is equal to, we can make this working capital plus current liability. Next, how to find out current liability? If the both things is given, working capital is also given and current asset is also given, then current liability can be find out by, how we will find out the current liability? Can you tell me? By this simple formula, working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. Just put the current liability here and working capital here. So what will it will be made? Current asset plus working capital is equal to current liability. Now moving to last. टोटल डेट्स, DBT, इसको डेप्ट्स नहीं बोलते. What we pronounce it? Debt. It include all the current liability and non-current liabilities. Okay, at last but not the least, total asset. At last, when we have made the balance sheet last year, so what we have did in the balance sheet at last, total asset is equal to total liability. Now, thank you. In the next slide, in the next part, we will do some practical question answer. Before, I want that you must know all the current asset, current liabilities, fixed asset, so that you can solve all the question and answer very easily. Okay, thank you. We will meet in next slides, next lecture.